Hello, my name is Fernando Gigaya Michel Roses, and I'm presenting my evidence one from effective presentations, which is how to make successful presentations. The first thing we need to know is that the path and the process of making a successful presentation depends on a lot of things. For example, in first step we have planning, which planning a presentation is the first step in preparing and delivering information in an organized and visual way. For planning, we need to understand some subjects. We got the objective, which is the goal of the presentation we're making, and the reason why we are creating the presentation. Then we got the audience, which the audience refers to the people that are listening to our presentation. For example, leadership teams, clients, and team members. Then we have venue, which is the location where the presentations take place, such as a small room or a large lectural hall, for example. And requirements, presentations might have certain predetermined requirements set by a management team. Then, after then, that was the first step, the first path, which is planning, I repeat it, is the type of presentation we're going to develop. We have informative presentation, persuasive presentation, demonstrative presentation, inspirational presentation, and business presentation. The most common used presentations are informative presentation, which is the most common type I have seen in all the places I have been when there are presentations, because it can be educational, an educational setting, or can be a business or corporate setting. The aim of an informative presentation is to give detailed information about a product, concept, or idea, a specific kind of audience, like I'm actually doing. Persuasive presentation is a very great tool because you can use it to sell things, make a change of decisions or actions, inclusive talks on the audience. So it's a pretty good tool to connect and 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 make all people think like the same way. Inspirational presentation can be used, for example, in graduations, wonders, and a type of places that it needs to represent to make the audience feel an emotion to feel. And finally, the business presentation, which is you are speaking to a client, raising business capital, articulating company goals, screen candidates, status reports, investment pitching, and many more, many more, many more. Finally, but not less important, we got the communication skills, which we have writing communication, verbal communication, non-verbal communication, and visual communication. First one, writing communication. This is the most traditional way. We put words in a sketch, or the the way we are presenting, and the audience can just watch, read, comprehend, and synthesize the information. Can be an email, can be with papers, with an executive report, and then we got with verbal communication, which is what I'm doing right now. So communicating verbally is how many of us share information in the workplace. This can be informal, such as chatting with coworkers about an upcoming delivery, or more formal, such as meeting with your manager or discuss your performance to discuss the performance. Non-verbal communication. This is a lot about the the physical way, the 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 body language. That's the key word. The body language, the eye contact you get with the audience, how you connect without expression verbally, without they watching specifically words or information behind you. So you connect with them more naturally. And finally, the visual communication, which is images, graphs, charts, and other non-written means to share information. We got audience. Obviously, I have mentioned audience a lot of times. Audience, we need to analyze the audience because analyzing the audience is essential. You need to investigate exactly who will read and what you are going to write. For example, you may investigate who reads the journal article, or trade magazines in your field of study. We have three categories of audience, which are lay audience, managerial audience, and the experts. The lay audience are the which ones that you want to informate or make them learn something they doesn't know that is new to them, that can be considered unknown and risk. The managerial audience is when you talk to a superior, like in a corporate, you're presenting the sales of that month or a trimester report, can be. Uh, the final point of this is to connect with the human interest aspect of everyone. Developing audience awareness, which you have to know who you're talking face to face. In this case, we already seen the three categories we can talk, and define audience awareness. That sounds simple, but it's a really difficult thing because not every person can be in the same page with you or in the same mood. The relations between them all is that all the past concepts are more like a process to develop a well done presentation. First of all, studying the topic is fundamental to create a planification of what we are about to inform or share. Next crucial thing, next crucial thing is learn about the audience, the people that will watch and listen all the work. Without steps completed to this point, without the things I have said, we need to make up a type of presentation. After the deep inspection of the audience and define what kind of persons we got sitting up there, designating a presentation, for example, informative, persuasive, demonstrative, etc. Finally, but not less important, we understand and pull up our communication skills. These are the key tools to connect with the audience and build a great learning environment. Now, talking more about me, leaving apart the principal topic, which is how to make successful presentations, my principal abilities, well, that I have experienced and known by the pass of the time, is that I have developed a pretty good respect environment. I'm a pretty respectful guy with everyone. I'm concise and specific with the audience. I'm direct. I'm honest. I have a pretty good transparency, and I keep on the keywords. I don't want to make confusions or too much speak. And I always prefer to simplify and stay on message. And one skill I have to improve. I need to work, and I am aware of that. Is that sometimes, especially in front of experts or high evaluation expectatives, I do a lot of conversation fillers like and for example, you are presenting and you forgot something, and then you start to so I have been putting effort on that by embracing silence sometimes, because now I get that it's part of a conversation and it's just a normal pause and a good silence. For example, if you forget information, if you forget something, you just can stay quiet for a little. Then you try to remember, you keep calm. The audience actually know that maybe you are having a little complications, but you aren't annoying them by using and making noise that are doesn't need it in the presentation. So that's it. I hope I make a good job delivering this information to you all, and thanks for watching.